Well, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer recently signed an executive order mandating Michigan's state-owned vehicles to be 100% electric by 2040, continuing her public commitment to the forced transition to EVs.
If we are going to have a clean energy future, if we are going to positively impact climate, it's got to happen in our commercial fleets. And with the new facility, a brand new electric vehicle battery service center in Warren helps accelerate R&D and move products faster. These are good jobs. This is the future.
Yet, according to her financial disclosure, she's a lot of talk, but not much walk. Instead, making a hefty profit off investments in oil companies. A $1 million invested in an index fund with significant amounts of Chevron, ExxonMobil, and Conoco shares.
Here with reaction is host of the Tudor Dixon podcast and former Michigan gubernatorial candidate Tudor Dixon. Tudor, you can't make this up. This is, and it's not the first time we've seen this rules for thee, not for me from her. I remember during the pandemic we had some of this, right?
Absolutely. That is her favorite game to play, is rules for me or for thee and not for me. But look, this is not just that she's mandating EVs. It's not just that she's crushed our legacy industry in the state of Michigan by saying we have to have these mandates. She's also trying to close down an oil pipeline in the state of Michigan right now. So not only has she put the Lower Peninsula in danger with these EV mandates and the rest of the country, she's now putting the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in severe danger by trying to shut down their one and only energy source. She is absolutely disastrous, and in this case, ignorance is not a defense. If she tries to come out and say it was just a fund, no. She knows that the majority of this money is going into big oil and that she's making big money back from big oil. And hey, you know what? If I had $1 million to invest, I'd invest it in big oil too, but I wouldn't be a hypocrite.
Yep. And in another story of short memories, take a look at what Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra thinks is the worst thing to happen to health care.
When Dobbs overturned Roe versus Wade, it did more to damage access to health care than I believe anything that we can think of in our lifetimes. And it did more than just overturn access, the right to access abortion care. It took away the right to access care, period.
Abortion isn't health care. Tudor, let's start with that. But go back. Did he forget COVID?
Right. We are in the midst of still more than 600 hospitals on the brink of closure. But you know what? This is exactly how the elitists in Washington act, because they don't understand rural America. They don't understand that out here in rural America, we're struggling still to get health care tests. I have a friend that's trying to get a scope right now. It's been 3.5 weeks. And guess what? We had so many people leave the healthcare industry after COVID, and we've had so many hospitals that are in such dire straits because of the financial cost of COVID that people can't get their actual health care, to your point, Dagan. This is ridiculous, but this is fear-mongering at its best from the Biden administration, because they believe that the way they can get into the White House is to surf on the blood of dead babies, because they've done it in other states and they believe that's the answer again.
By the way, I was just going to say, there's a big jump in stage 4 cancers, specifically because of all the lockdowns that she and her cohorts planted all over this land of ours.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'm a cancer survivor. When I went into my clinic after COVID, the entire waiting room was filled with people who couldn't get care for months.
Yeah, but their biggest crisis is people not being able to kill children at 32 weeks of pregnancy. Tudor Dixon, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you.